welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. They'll see the West All-Stars and the East All-Stars. And it's the West All-Stars to start out. Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. Harden out there with Steph Curry. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 4 slot. Now here's Harden. Shot clock at 6. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
And it's Irving with the ball for the East All-Stars. Pulls it from 20. Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Davis has got the first points up on the board here for the East All-Stars. DeRozan against Davis. They grab their own miss. Here's Embiid. Nice D from Durant.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Down low, Embiid with the steal. Curry kicks to Embiid. Back to Curry. For 3. East grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Irving with the basket on the assist by Westbrook.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
DeRozan against Durant. Embiid finds Curry. Harden inside the three-point line. Can't hit that one. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Outside Irving. Harden against Westbrook. Back to Irving from the arc. Drops in the tray. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
Fruitful possession, just doing what they can to extend the lead.
Yeah, that's tremendous efficiency there. I mean, you like seeing them put together these types of plays.
DeRozan from out on the wing, he knocks it down.
And maybe that'll get them going. They need to find a rhythm.
Yeah, you know, good to see them finally find the bottom of the net, because I think they got to build off of that.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. East All-Stars lead by 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the East All-Stars?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Yeah, nice beginning so far. This is how you play out of the gate.
On the court for the West All-Stars, they've got Jimmy Butler, Damian Lillard out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Draymond Green, and it's Towns in at the 5 down low.
Great timing on the block there. Towns helps affect winning in a lot of different ways.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, but he knows the next step is becoming a better leader. He said, "Sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not saying anything. It's just my personality, and as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things. Don't be afraid to be a leader." Kevin?
Good story, D.A. Thank you. Here's Lillard after the made shot from Andre Drummond. On the wing, George, defended by Butler. George passes to Oladipo. Outside, Beal. pass to George. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
And George continues to build on his offensive repertoire over time. I mean, if you stay off of him and you give him too much space, he'll burn you for that mistake.
Now here's Towns. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. New players in now for the East. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's James. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the leadership James brings to this team is incredibly valuable. When things get tight, they look to the king to provide for them.
The East All-Stars shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for LeBron. Here's Lowry. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection, in a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
Harden against Westbrook. Now, here is Harden. Defense is right there. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Six seconds left in the first half. Lets it go from 11.
You know, it's good to see Walker focusing more on defense, working on becoming better in this area moving forward. You like to see that in a player.
And so it's the East All-Stars. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. For the East All-Stars, the first quarter, pretty even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They played a determined brand of basketball in the second quarter and began to pull away as we reached the half. That 11-point lead must be looking good to them right now. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the East All-Stars?
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so high. See it up there, Ernie, in the stratosphere. Anyway, they're mixing things up, which keeps the defense scrambling.
And over to Kenny, your thoughts on the West All-Stars first half.
Well, obviously, they were outshot. I thought they mailed it in too many times in terms of their effort. People weren't moving, they weren't screening, and they definitely weren't hustling. They need to hit the ground running to be competitive in the second half, or they could get blown out.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And when everyone's keying on you, you have a choice. Become passive or just work that much harder. He consistently chooses the latter.
And, you know, Greg, that's the kind of effort you see from great players. I mean, the will, just unrelenting will, not backing down.
LeBron James is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Davis in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Now, here is Harden. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. From downtown, bangs home the trifecta.
And Harden's three-point accuracy is lethal. I mean, he gets his shot off with such ease and quickness.
Irving kicks to Durant. Pass to Davis. Back to Durant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Embiid. East All-Stars have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Kevin Durant taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
You just got to be so careful when guarding Durant, because if you put him on the line, he's going to make you pay.
And some changes here for the East. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Anthony Davis. Paul George comes in for LeBron. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Russell Westbrook. The West also making some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Butler comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Thompson in for James Harden. And so Curry will bring it up for the West All-Stars. Trailing by 13. Fires from deep. Good on the triple.
You know, for a big guy, Joel Embiid's floor awareness is pretty impressive. He does a pretty good job of finding open guys.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 8. Outside Durant. Oladipo taking his time here. To the inside. Here's Irving. Curry with the defensive effort. On the wing, Thompson. Guarded by Oladipo. Embiid trying to break loose. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Thompson. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Embiid against Aldridge. Here's the teardrop. And it's Durant laying it in.
Man, it's so impressive the way Durant gets that floater off so fast. I mean, at nearly 7 feet tall with guard-like quickness, that should almost be outlawed.
Now Thompson. Poked loose. Puts up a 3. And that one released in time, but no good.
Oladipo doing a nice job utilizing his quick hands on defense, doing his best not to allow shooters clean looks.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The East All-Stars up on top, leading by 10. We're going to step aside for just a second. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court for the West All-Stars, they've got Antetokounmpo, Harden out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Horford in at the center. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Westbrook finds James. To the paint. Here's Dragic. Nice fake with the layup off the mark.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
dishes it to Beal. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They're behind by 10. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Towns checked in for the West. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He told them not to hold back. He said, I want 100% effort out there. If you can't give it, I'll get you out. No time to rest. Let's get after it. Kevin, he needs everything they've got.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Exactly. Cold-blooded. Separation solidified. Great effort.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Boy, DeRozan is a treat to watch. This guy is athletic, and he throws down some monster dunks. This dude is sick at the rim.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the East All-Stars.
Guys,
Take
the
a break.
passing we've
Take
seen
a
from
break.
them has been tremendous.
2 shots.
Very unselfish.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
And the first one at the line is good. And the East with some changes. Kevin Durant comes in for Beal, and Irving subbed in for Goran Dragic. The West also making some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Towns. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Damian Lillard. Both free throws good from DeRozan. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
And Embiid with the block.
That long reach of Embiid is a real asset on defense. Covers a lot of territory and knows how to snuff out shooting.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the East All-Stars. They've led by as many as 14 points. Right side, Westbrook from deep. Drills it from outside.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
The pass to DeRozan. Over Durant. And the basket by DeRozan.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Left side, Irving. So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.